If you're a fan of harmonies, acoustic and timeless folk rock music, you'll love the RetroKings. Their latest album, The Shed Project, includes an eclectic array of original songs written, performed, and produced by the band. I've got two of those band members here today, singer, songwriter, and musician David Cliff, and singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and record producer Tim Aylesworth. Hello to both of you. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
Good. So tell me about the RetroKings. What's the background?
The RetroKings started the fall of 2021. We got together as a band of sort of like-minded types who like that folk rock and really like to sing and do harmonies, and we write our own music and so on. And thus we have a new album coming out, and Tim joined about a year
about a year ago.
Yeah, so that's what we're about, and we play around town, and we'll be busy playing our the Shed album over the summer.
Okay, and the album is called The Shed Project.
That's right.
What's that name all about?
Well, we jam in a shed. Our Graham Top is a multi-instrumentalist in the band. He has an older home, and he has a shed beside his house that's been totally refurbished. It is just a shed, but it's got heat, it's got air conditioning, it's got a big TV, and that's where we practice a lot. We also practice at my place, in my studio in the basement. But yeah, a lot of the fun that we have and the jams we have are in the shed.
Okay, so what's special about the RetroKings and your music?
I think for us, I think what's special is our vocals. We're all about harmony. Any song we choose, even cover songs, we like to choose songs that have harmony. Stuff like, you know, the Beatles, Crosby, Stills, Nash. Stuff like that, stuff with harmony that we can work out. So I think that's what's special about us. And we're fun. Like we think we're funny and entertaining.
Yeah.
You look funny and entertaining.
Well, thank you.
It's a good start. And we do songs like an example of our sort of fun show. We do that medley, TV medley. So we do that at Trillium Retirement Home, and we'll do it at the sort of
It's all
places.
theme songs.
It's all theme songs.
From your favorite TV shows. Like
Okay,
the Beverly Hillbillies,
Happy
MASH,
Days.
Happy Days, Friends.
Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Island.
Yeah.
What else? Welcome Back, Kotter.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Yeah.
So we mash them all together in a medley and we play
Wow.
it. And you can just see people's faces light up when they recognize some of these songs. It's
And there are four band members.
Yes, there
Yes.
are.
And you're all from different backgrounds. Like there's quite a variety of talent there, isn't there?
Yeah, I'm a Kingston guy, born and raised in Kingston. I've been playing music around town for a number of years in a number of bands. I've done a lot of solo shows, just me and my guitar. I've also been a guitar player for a community choir called Open Voices for many, many years, 20 years or so. We're doing two big shows at the Isabel Bader at the end of the month. So yeah, so lots of different musical experiences.
I'm originally from Toronto. I moved here in '98. My partner got accepted to a PhD at Queen's, and I around Kingston. Wow, this is a very, very nice place. So I live just off of McBurney Park, or Skelton Park, and my famous cat is called Buckaroo. If anybody's heard Buckaroo or finds him, I live in that area. In any event, I've been writing and playing music since I was about 16 or 18 and so on. And since I've been retired the last year or so, I've really kind of engaged in sort of having more time to do songwriting and so on. So I have 4 tracks on this album, and really enjoy being with the guys. They're all really good, and they like to sing. And
Yeah. The other two guys are?
Graham Top, who is from Montreal originally. He worked as a teacher in Hong Kong and for 30 years, and came here about 3 years ago and so on, and kind of reached out and kind of started looking for players and for the band and so on. And then John came along, Stephen Hagen, and he's our percussionist and drummer, and keeps us all on track as
He was an electrical engineer. So
yeah.
he's the guy that knows what's going on.
Yeah, so it shows very handy with all the wires all over the place.
And Dave is our CFO. He's the guy that handles the
Organizes
gigs,
everything.
I
gives
call
us the money.
myself Chief Fun Officer.
David, the RetroKings have a 2025 tour planned. Can you fill us in on that?
Yes, we do. Quite full this June, July, and August. You can find that information on Kingston Live. I put the first few months there. Facebook, on our Facebook, the RetroKings Facebook. and we're doing a live presentation on Amherst Island Radio, May 30th on the Q Vortex show with Jeff.
We're going to their studio in Bath, and I think we'll do an interview, and we're going to play some songs as a full band. So
In their new
Everybody will be
studio there.
Yeah.
If the show is from Jeff, who's the host, on Q Vortex at 11 a.m. on Fridays, 11 a.m. till 1 on May 30th. We'll be in there trying to play all of our originals and probably being interviewed, Q&A and that kind of stuff. So we're looking forward to that.
So what prompted this new album with all original songs? How did that come together?
Since I've been in the band, we've always included original songs in our set, and we've noticed that the audience seems to like them, which is great. And we just thought, well, since I've got a recording studio and Graham has a recording studio, let's just do a recording.
So it all came together, and those songs are available on some of the...
Yeah, all the streaming sites, Spotify. What are the other ones? There's Bandcamp, Apple Music, iTunes, whatever. Yeah, I don't even know half of them anymore.
In the next few weeks, they'll all be up. But we have Bandcamp sites too, so you can find my personal one. But although I say that the band has enhanced my songs and how I write and so on, I take it to about 80-90%. Then I hand it to the band because they have all the ideas and instruments that they put into the song. So it gives it. More life, so to speak, in a different perspective than just myself and looking at that song.
So tell me about some of the songs on this album.
Well, there's a variety, eclectic. I think
all written by different band members, or
there's
contribution from everybody?
That's right. So Graham has written songs about sort of when he was overseas. You want to talk to a couple of those?
Yeah, Graham's written a few songs from when he was overseas. A song called Koh Samet about a place. Where's Koh Samet? Is it Vietnam? And then rice fields and some just Graham has a background in comedy and improv.
Okay.
So a lot of his songs are quite humorous and clever in a lot of ways.
Did someone mention you have a song about a dentist?
Yes, he wrote a song called The Dentist
That's him.
about losing his favorite tooth. Yeah.
Oh, well, that sounds like a great topic for a song, I'm sure.
And the songs I wrote a song, actually the one song is a song I wrote during the pandemic called A Real Holiday, and it's about the need at that time to have a real vacation, not just being stuck at home.
Okay.
And that's what that was about. And I wrote another song called Beautiful Blue Jewel, which is actually about the planet. It's my environmental protest song.
All right, and David, you wrote a song called Head in the Clouds. What's that about?
That's right. It's a song that when I was renovating my house, looking out my upstairs window into the park on McBurney Park, that's where I live, where Buckaroo lives, is that I was looking out and I was seeing some kids on the swing, how they swing like that. It was a bit of like a metronome sort of idea. And I noticed their head was kind of in the clouds. You know, if you've ever remember as a child, you're kind of leaning back and you're kicking off your shoes. And it just sort of had that sort of nice, fun, free sort of vibe that they were having some good, clean fun and so on. So that's
a great summertime song.
Yeah, it is kind of.
It has that breezy summertime feel. So.
Definitely more fun than a song about going to the dentist.
Yeah,
no doubt.
That's good,
right?
That's a good point.
So, and actually, we have a special treat for everybody today because you are actually going to perform that song live, right here in the studio.
Right, acoustically, which will be fun.
Head in the Clouds, written by you, David. Yep. And performed by both of you. So let's do it. Let's enjoy some music from the RetroKings.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everybody's working on the weekend. Everybody's looking towards the sun. I know I sound kind of selfish, looking out for number one. Let's go downtown and just hang around. Kick off your blues, put your head in the clouds. I got my feet on the ground. I got my head in the clouds. Everybody's working on the weekend. Everybody's looking towards the sun. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but if you want to have some fun, let's go downtown.